Welcome, everybody. So happy to see you all here at this master class. I see a lot of people I know, I see a lot of people I don't know, and I see a lot of people not at all. So I invite you to switch on your camera for God's sake, because I love to see my people in case it's possible for you. That'll be so nice. Ah, Molly, so nice you made it. It's so hard. I know. I mean, here's people from very many different time zones, and I'm so glad that you all took the time to be here. My job is to make your time worth your while. And I've got a lot in store when it comes to the voice, when it comes to essential oils, when it comes to alignment, when it comes to really embodying your sacred divine instrument. And I'm so happy. I have been really kind of not excited, not like nervous, but really like, wow, looking forward to today. So, first of all, before we start, I want to know why you are here. I want to know what is the reason that you chose to partake this workshop? Is it because of your voice? Are you singer? Are you speaker? Do you just wish to have a better connection to your voice? Are you already using essential oils? Are you not? So let me know, please, in the chat, what is your current state? What is your state of being and why are you here? Lots of people from India joining. Love it. Oh, it's so lovely. Yeah, please feel free to write into the chat. So for those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Johanna Maria Isa. Just a small introduction. I'm an international singer and stage speaker. I do have a wonderful team regarding these essential oils. I'm a gold leader at the moment. So I lead many people into the power of nature and to use that for themselves, especially when it comes to health and especially also when it comes to your personal radiance and emotional self-care. As a singer working with the voice, this is like my natural habitat, right? I have to make sure that I am healthy myself to be able to travel, to step on different stages. I mean, I've just been to Mumbai a few weeks ago and there's like 30 degrees. And here in Germany, we have -3 degrees. So at least even the physical part and the travel part plays a huge role in my life. And I have found these oils to be very, very helpful in my personal routines, not only physically, but also energetically and the way I feel. And what we all want is, I guess, a little me time, a little self-care, and the opportunity to connect with ourselves. And that is what today is about, because the voice is the best way to connect with yourself, right? I mean, everybody can sense throughout your voice how you are feeling, how you are in the inside. Like, I mean, we cannot hide it. It's the same with the eyes. People look at you, they can get a sense of it. People listen to you, they can get a sense of it. So, what I have learned as a singer and coach and also vocal coach, the voice always mirrors and reflects back who you are and how you feel. So today you will learn a lot about vocal health and in general health, right? How to take care for your body, your vehicle, your vocal instrument. But on the other hand, we're going to dive deep into stage training. We dive into personal radiance, how you position yourself. I have actually just attended a bar class, so I have been a ballerina today already. I do care for my posture because that is how I speak. If I sit here like this, you probably hear it in my voice, right? So it's also about how is your posture, because posture also reflects back to your emotions and your voice. And furthermore, last part of the workshop, we're going to look at how can you radiate your message in alignment with yourself. And please don't worry, you don't have to be a professional. You can be here and know nothing about the voice, nothing about stage training, nothing about any posture thing or such a thing, right? And nothing about oils. So I welcome you to just be here. And yeah, I see already there's a lot in the chat going on. Please feel free because I really want to get to know you. And yeah, I'm just doing this absolutely for free because why? I've never done such a class, but since I've been to India and I had my first international vocal master class, where I have been introducing one special method, which is called the holistic voice method, I understood how needed it is. Let me just give you a small introduction on my personal history. I have been witnessing a lot of teachers in my life. I'm 35 years old. And to this point of time, I have witnessed many vocal teachers, many yoga teachers, posture training teachers, pranayama teachers, breathing exercises, breath work. I'm a trained expert for EFT, which is actually dealing with emotions, right? That's emotional freedom technique, tapping. I have also been trained in human design. So regarding my life, I have literally learned a lot about the vehicle, the voice, the body, how to, use it, how to feel, but also when it comes to energetics. Human design, that's all about energy, the throat energy, right? Every channel goes through the throat, and that is where your energy is expressed. So human design can be a lot helpful. And also understanding and allowing emotions, same here. So you're going to see there's so much that I have been witnessing, but you know what? I never found somebody who really connected all these parts. Connecting who you are, breathing type, like your physical constitution. Who are you as a person? What kind of a breathing system do you carry? Because there are differences. So that part, and then connecting that to the way you appear, and then connecting that to your personal radiance and message. And that is my system, which I developed, the holistic voice method. And I met so many people out there, and they enter my channel as if I would have called them, even in one-on-one, because they have trouble with their voices or their radiance or their purpose or their businesses, because they might not be able to show themselves, to be visible, to be totally authentic and natural and having fun with being themselves. I mean, a lot of people out there, they put their face into the camera, but still a lot of them don't because they're worried. They're afraid. Opening up, showing yourself, one of the biggest issues. So that is that. And also, I have met a lot of people who have manifested ailments in their bodies because of not being able to freely express themselves. People, I have seen so many women and men out there who actually manifested real problems in their bodies, also in their voices or the neck area, but also like the total body, because they did not have any access to their inner voice. You get it? So inner voice and outer voice is one. Can't escape. I mean, honestly, who of you knows about the fact that any ailment has an emotional or mental side to it? Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? Yeah, I see a few hands. I see you. Don't think I don't see you. So honestly, nowadays, if we are open and flexible, in my world, there cannot be anything that has been physically manifested that doesn't have an emotional root. All right? So that is like the total truth to my life and also my body, because my body honestly is like a speaker. I can exactly see and listen and feel what is wrong. Personal feedback, boom, there it is. And that is like how I also work with clients, because I want them to get to know themselves. And with these, we have amazing channel tools. We have amazing tools to be strong, fit, and in alignment physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. So let me see what is happening in the chat. There's so many wonderful messages already. Okay, you are here because better connection to my voice, already working as a wellness advocate. Thank you, Simone. Speaker and singer, great. Curious about how oils could support me. Amazing, Ilona. Yeah, lovely. Such a great tool. Yogi, my friend Ervin. Yeah, I know Ervin from Croatia. Welcome. I'm a singer. I don't use essential oils. I'm interested. Lovely to have you here. Amazing. Ervin is such a good friend of mine. Better connection to my voice and using doTERRA oils. Great. Improving my speaking and using oils more for this. Yeah, Nikki, I know that you're using oils. I want a better connection to my voice. Already working with essential oils. Yeah, inspired. All right. Simaraj, exactly. Yeah, you're from India. I remember. Never used essential oils, and I need to know how it helps voice and how I use it. Amazing. I'm a singer. Yeah, I would like to learn tools to improve my voice as a vocalist. Exactly. Yeah, you were at the workshop. Folks, it's so nice to see you again. And Raj says, yes, it was really wonderful for me to know what kind of breathing is my natural breathing. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm going to have a chat on that soon. Cyrus, yeah, nice to see you again. Okay, thank you for being honest and telling me your story. And you see, a lot of you are already working with these oils. So what I want to point out here is something that some of you already know. These oils are not common oils. What I am going to be talking about today is doTERRA oils, and I'm a wellness consultant, which means I consult people in the use of it. And that is something like, I would even say these oils are not just something that smells good, because some of them don't. I would say it's kind of a natural medicine, right? It's a natural remedy for you, and it can help you in so many ways. So these, like, I'm literally drinking these oils. There's oils inside this wonderful glass, and I'm using them every day for anything. So they are a huge lifestyle. So that to say, it's not comparable with any other oils. So please, everything I say today is only regarding doTERRA oils. Please don't do that with any other oils, because most of oils out there are not made to internally use them. Okay? You can really do some toxic stuff if you don't listen to me. Okay? So please, that is, and first, something I have to say. All right. So what I want to touch upon first, physics. Physics. So our bodies, our breathing types, the way we treat our voices, the way we are like dealing with ailments and stuff. So I want to know, who of you does have problems with the voice on a regular level? Please write in the chat. And what kind of problem? Do you have a sore throat? Are you like, how do you say hoarse? I think hoarse. Heiserkeit, that's in German. Like when like your voice is slowly fading and you have problems really properly speaking after, for example, you sang a lot or you speak a lot, or you have some kind of ailments, or with the tonsils, or it's winter time in Germany, so you tend to have cough and stuff. So is there anything that you suffer from many ways? Yeah, so sometimes can speak or sing as low as I could do a previous day. You mean you can't or you can? Yeah, just write that down. That's also, yeah, can't. So there's a singer that cannot reach the low notes, not at any day. I want to see more in the chat. This is a communicative workshop. Waiting for you. First of all, I want to say one thing. When I was in Mumbai, and also what I teach in Germany, also with one-on-one clients, I teach about the breathing types. This is something we are not touching upon today because it would take us hours, okay? Just for you to know, breathing types. There are different breathing types out there. Compared to, are you an angry person, or are you more a lazy person? Are you more active? Are you more chilled? Are you more quiet, or are you more connective? There's different types of people. In human design, there's different types of people. But really, speaking of terrestriology, which is a theory based on some teachings of Dr. Eric Wilk and Charlotte Hagener and Christian Hagener, who do that, and they teach that into the world, which is mostly based in Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. According to their teachings, which I have studied a lot as a singer, we have different breathing types. And these actually change our lives. And it doesn't matter if you're like speaker or singer. Breathing types, they influence your whole being. The way you sit, the way you talk, the way you sing, the way you sleep, lying down, the way you even eat. So breathing types, especially when we look at the voice, are very helpful to get a good technique to understand your way of breathing that could differ, and to really be aware of how you can use the voice in an optimal, non-effort way. So regarding the breathing types, I would have to do another workshop, okay? Or you just come one-on-one with me, because that is a huge topic. I teach that to people in at least half a year, kind of, if I want to go really deep, right? So that is important. Okay, what can I see here? Struggling with vocal range, getting dry, thank you. High notes are difficult, bad throat with anything sour, sore throat on a regular basis, thank you. My voice sounds very monotone and I cannot express feelings with my voice very good. That's another issue. Yeah, that is not that is not a physical thing, but that's lovely to see, because that is something we will touch upon later when it comes to energetics, Karina. Allergic to Lyme. Okay, I just manifested pneumonia into my life. Pneumonia, I guess, is like an ailment with the lungs, right? Okay. You can also write that into the chat. I'm not pretty sure what that is, but I guess it's something with the lungs. Okay, so let's touch upon it first. Oh, all right. Okay, I get it. Do you use the oils already, Elisa? Let me know. So first of all, let's touch upon the way of not being able to express fully in the full range. High notes, low notes. This is maybe more for singers, but it's also something I will be teaching you all. So when we are not able to use our voice at full range, there are different things that influence the voice. First of all, when it comes to women, menstrual cycle. Our voice is really bound to the female cycle. Did you know that when we ovulate as women, our voice tends to be a little higher? Even the speaking tone is tending a little higher, half a note, right? And when there is that, like the luteal phase, and you go towards menstruation, that is actually when all the dryness is appearing here, because the fluids are going downward. And we happen to sing and speak very low and very dry. So that could play a role regarding the voice, which means we have to support our cycle. There are many oils for that, but I'm not touching upon that today because that's such a huge other issue. But there are oils that can support us. Second thing, how is the climate? Are you living in Germany right now where you have the heaters on and the air is so dry? See, I'm using a diffuser. See that, like in the background? Diffusers can help us humidify the air. doTERRA has amazing diffusers that helps us getting a clean, fresh air, especially with those oils. For example, I am using air a lot. Air is the breathing oil. So this one can help humidifying the air, and it helps you also when you work with clients or you work on stage. It helps you breathing, helps you inhale and exhale more clearer. and it helps you really opening up the lungs. Also for pneumonia, that is a good thing because you can use that on this area and really breathe it out of your hands, or having a diffuser even at nighttime. I just consulted a woman that like had a child that had breathing issues, and I said, please, can you use air and lavender during the nighttime, because these two, they humidify in a diffuser, they humidify the air and make you breathe better. So we have to take care of our breathing, especially the air quality. And in Mumbai, people, the air is shit. We all know that. So especially, I would love to have a diffuser in every friggin' room in Mumbai when I was there, because the air quality is such a bad thing. And still, even in Nuremberg, air is not always the best. So help yourself, especially in those rooms where when you are a lot, or where you practice, or where you even work. My own mother has a diffuser in her office. She's a teacher, and she supports people and pupils, even with like breathing stuff, allergies and stuff, right? So that is that. And regarding the vocal range, third option is we have a problem when it comes to our larynx and the muscles around the neck and the larynx, because when we are tight, we are not able to really go whole range, right? Sometimes it's those micro changes we don't even notice. We don't feel tight, but we are. And people, to all of you who feel like sometimes they can't get, they can't get the right words. They are like limited in expression. They are like, I don't know, my voice. You don't have to be a singer. That is an emotional issue. And this is our throat chakra, and the throat chakra is so delicate. So when we are speaking or singing and we tend to not have the full range, or we tighten up here, it is mostly because there's a fear. There's either a fear or a muscular disconnection. So we have small, like a lot of muscles here, like also on the neck. We have the huge jaw muscle, the masseter. That is a muscle that also tends to tighten up. A lot of people are having tight muscles here, or they bite. You know that? That also has to do with the voice, because all these muscles here around the larynx, the neck area, the back of the neck, they all have influence on the voice. And what happens when you are scared of something? What happens in this area? Can you show me? What are we doing when we're scared? Can you show? Yeah, I see it, Karina. Exactly. We tend to tighten up. So this is the extreme, like you see me, okay? But the thing is, even the micro changes can change our voices. And it can even be like this. Look at me. Can you see the difference? Again, I'm literally taking my shoulders up. And it's such a small movement. And please invite yourself to just right now feel into your body and to just get loose at the shoulder area like this. Just, we could even do this breathing thing. Like when you really breathe, all people who have an oil, they could use the oil air if you want to, or any other oil that supports breathing. Eucalyptus, peppermint. You could even do like this. I'm just showing you something that really helps you get rid of tension in that area. We breathe together, either with oil or without. So you breathe, inhaling together, and you cramp up the muscles. You cramp up, you cramp up, you hold, you hold, you hold. And you release. We do it again. Either with oil or without. We breathe in, inhale, 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 cramp up. Hold tension. Push, push, push. Release. Release. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, so this is this very simple exercise to get rid of the tension here. And honestly, if somebody would have measured, your shoulders are probably at least 1 centimeter lower than before, because you intentionally let loose. And there's other options that you could do, like you could really stretch your head. You can also try this, like pulling down the opposite shoulder and stretch. Don't go too far, but like as you feel it. Exactly. And the other way around, like it's just really carefully go on the other side and you stretch. Like this is very nice in the morning as well. Right. And then you go back to the middle. I mean, you could take more time, right? I'm just doing this very quickly because we have so much to talk on. And then you can also ooh, do a fake yawn, really like ooh, exactly. Because why? Ooh, this tends to set our larynx at a low level, and that is exactly where we want to have it. Can you hear my voice? I'm getting lower. That's exactly what we want. Ooh, this is so magnificent for the voice. So air helps the quality of the air and it helps you breathing. So you could even rub that here. Air is also connected to the lungs. And love, I have seen something here. Pneumonia, thank you. Okay. So when I don't know if you use oils, but the lung is connected emotionally to sadness. So whenever you have problems in the lungs, you should obviously check your emotions and your emotional state. Corona is a very interesting phenomenon in society because it affected our lungs and it made us shut down. Think about it. I'll leave it like that. But you know, air helps you even when you have emotional sadness lingering on the chest. So use it, use it, use it if it feels like it helps you breathing. It's a wonderful essential oil blend. I would not intake it because that is more for breathing. If you have children, just dilute it with a carrier oil. So that is that. And for all the muscular action here, like giving yourself a good stretch, especially when you want to sing and, you know, get the whole range. Stretching is so easy, but so lovely. Yawning is so lovely. Getting that thing at a low level. And therefore, please, people, lavender oil. Why is that? Lavender oil is not only relaxing and soothing all kinds of muscles, it is also the oil of communication when it comes to doTERRA. So this one is actually incredible when it comes to relaxation. I mean, it also like it really smells relaxing as hell. So you can even give yourself a little massage, like massaging the lower back of your neck, massaging up to the upper head. Like that is something you can do. And you can just do it with me if you want to. Like just really give yourself a good massage. You earned it. And you can also go like, you can stretch also these muscles, right? And there, give a good small, I mean, how many times are we treating ourselves like that, right? There's a lot of muscles here. Also, lymphatic fluids, right? So it's good for the skin as well. And you can really go here. And if you feel like really tightening up, you can also use lavender here. I just did it. I just put it on my hand. And really make those muscles relax. For all of you who are tightening up their muscles of the jaw, which is absolutely influencing the voice, my tip for you, because that's what I do a lot, and I did it yesterday in the car because I had a gig. I was singing for 4 hours and I was driving back and I sensed that my jaw was tightened up. So what I'm doing is I give some lavender oil on my knuckles and I heavily massage with my knuckles. I massage this down here with a slight pressure. Do that and tell me how that feels. I think that is amazing because I'm so tight here. Like really looks like, it's good if it looks like really bullshit, then it's right. If you look like a sad doggy, you're doing it right. All right. That's exactly what you do. But only like please, with this oil, because these are pure. I don't want you to put any other oil honestly, with my exercises, because I don't know what else you use. And most of the oils, they might smell good, but they are not pure. So you don't want that in your skin, right? Please take care. So that is that. We have lavender, and also it aids you if you are afraid to speak, if you are afraid to communicate, if you are afraid to set boundaries. Maybe it's even in your family. You're afraid of saying what you really want or what you don't want. You're afraid of singing like really intensely and letting your heart out, pouring your heart on the table. Honestly, guys, the voice is a vulnerable thing. Do you agree? Who agrees that the voice is vulnerable? Yeah, thank you. It is a decent part of ourselves. And honestly, people who play an instrument, yes, they do have to learn the technique, but they also can, I think, it's my opinion, they can hide behind an instrument. Because why? The instrument is exchangeable. The voice is not. It's yours. It has a sound that is uniquely yours. So when I ever use my voice, that makes me vulnerable, because it is my personal unique expression that I put on the table. And it's the same when I go to a store and I buy something and I tell somebody, you know, give me some bread. But it's the same when I actually open up to a good friend and express my feelings, or when I go on stage and talk or sing to people. It's always communicating your personal radiance. And that is also something where lavender comes in healthy, because it makes you open up to speaking, expressing, or singing your truth. Great healer. Let me check. I got some people here with, sore throat and some people reacting on sour things, which is not good for the voice. Too sour, not good. Too hot, too sharp, not good. Ice cubes, I love them, not good. Too hot, not good. Just a brief summary, what is good for the voice. A lot of people think peppermint or something like menthol is not good. It's not good. It's drying. It's good for coughing, but it's not good for the voice. So what is good for the voice? What helps you when you have like pain in your throat? There are two amazing oils that I'm using all the friggin' way. So first of all, lemon. I'm drinking that every morning because this is made of the lemon zest. It is not lemon juice. Nope, that's a different property. This is made out of the zest, and it has alkaline properties. So it helps not only cleaning your guts and really like pushing up the, what is it called? The metabolism, like really enhancing that in the mornings. So you can really drink it in a glass of water, as I do. But it also helps emotional issues being washed out of the body. So that as well. And lemon is the oil of focus. So it helps you even when you put it in the diffuser. I have it in right here. In my diffuser, lemon and peppermint. Because I want to be focused and awake to talk to you. But lemon is also wonderful for the throat. It's not acid. It's alkaline. The juice has a more sour way of it. This not. And this is amazing for foods and beverages. And especially, you know what I am doing? I mix this into honey. Honey. And even that one could be lovely to also mix. I will tell you about this in a second, because this actually is like a lemon honey drop that you just let melt in your mouth, and it soothes and takes so much good care of your throat. So in terms of physical aid, this one is amazing. If you have problems with sour things, I would just, leave them out as good as possible. But this one is not sour. This one is helping. This one will soothe. And also when you have a dry voice, right? Honey and that. You could also drink warm water with honey and that also. But what about this one? Oh my God. This is the oil that probably is in my life and also in the lives of many, the most used oil because it's On Guard. It's On Guard, the oil of protection. This is an amazing oil when it comes to your immune system. And honestly, we breathe, and Corona has shown it to us. We inhale a lot. Viruses, bacteria, whatever, all that stuff in the air. We directly inhale it into our throat, right? All the time. So this is like, in Germany, we would say die Einflugschneise, like the landing, the landing zone for everything. And we have to take care of purity and cleansing properties inside our throats. In Ayurveda, we have the tongue, that's being scraped to get away all the bad stuff right in the morning. I love that. I do that. But also a pulling oil to have a good mouth feeling. But On Guard is like one of those things I use the most. I gargle it, so I put one drop either in water or directly in my mouth. It's a little sharp though. It's a little hot. And I gargle it and I disinfect. I disinfect my whole throat, especially when there's issues going on. I disinfected, and when I'm somewhere and I feel a little, something's coming up. A flu, a sore throat, I don't know. I directly use this oil. When I'm on the go, I use the beetlets. There is this oil in small drops, ready-made for biting on them, but also very simple. You just put this on the back of your hand and you lick one drop and you disinfect it. You swallow it, please. It's good for your health. You swallow. This oil has so many antibacterial and antiviral properties. So this is amazing. You could also use it on the soles of your feet to push your immune system. But really, really, people, you have to take care of this area, especially the tonsils. They are carrying a lot of baggage, and I have mine removed already. So we have to take care. Okay? So these two, amazing for throat and vocal health. My voice is more sharp and full of pitch in the second half of the day than the first half of the day. That is, yeah, that is absolutely normal because same as our body, our voice needs to be stretched and to move. So honestly, what I love to do, I almost never have a day without any workout or stretching. And when I do my yoga routine in the morning or anything, that is at the same time doing something for my voice because I'm getting my bloodstream flowing through my muscles, and that also regards my vocal muscles. And of course, during the day, we speak a little more, and then our voices are warmer. We are used to using our voices. So if you want, do a vocal warm-up in the morning. Just go slightly. We can do it together. You can just, like the yawning part we did already, just waking up the voice as well. So please do never feel sorry for making a sound when you yawn. That's the best thing you can do for your voice. Like, go crazy. It's great. Yawning is amazing. And then you can also just slightly tap on your chest. You can even use air for this. It's so lovely. And just and you just chew a little to get all the muscles activated as if you chew on something nice. And you can go like this. You can do this in the car. And you just, you can even do it without your hands. And you can just go like this, right? If you want. So that already brings your voice into the front seat. Not like this, not in the back, not let it stay here. No, no, no. We want it like Mamma Miracoli. We want it like Italian people, right? Like this. So you can really do like this, and it already starts warming up your voice. Or yum, 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 yum. Even that, really, really great. Another thing you can do is just flutter your lips. That is a great warm-up for everybody who has to speak a lot. Also a great cool down. Very easy. I use my hands for this because I find my lips fluttering more easier. Like this is so easy. It sometimes could take a little time finding the right spot, but try, practice. It's coming over time. And just a little fluttering is already vibrating, loosening up the muscles, and also awakening and activating the whole range. Very simple. I'll tell you, all the vocal exercises, there's no great deal behind it. It doesn't have to be complicated. It has just to be done right and consistently. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Elisa, you use oils. Yeah, Mumbai has a lot of humidity. That's true. Absolutely. But still, humidity paired with bad air conditions. So cleaning also, by the way, you can clean the air with On Guard. That has cleaning properties for the air. So lemon, On Guard, and air, all of these, amazing for the diffuser. Transition from chest voice to head cracks. Yeah. Get it. That would be actually a singer's question. That would be like, that would need a one-on-one. Because that is like where we really go intensely on vocal work. But was already good. But that is actually bringing the front voice up. That's belting. Right? That's what we need. But that is something we would have to work on, especially. Yes, the neck. All right, then we got this covered. Lavender is awesome for stage fright. Absolutely. Lavender is the thing. Anybody can drink lemon and peppermint. Yeah, for sure. You can. It's no problem. Lemon and peppermint, amazing. I would not overdo peppermint because it has a cooling property. Peppermint is amazing, especially when you have also issues with the stomach. And especially when it's very hot, peppermint is really cooling. We come to this oil soon. And lemon anyways. So we covered the physical part. And now I want to have a small deep dive into posture training and the way or the oils that I'm using for posture and for really feeling well and full of self-esteem when I use my voice. So what I'm using, 3 oils. To discipline oneself, how much minimum time of vocal exercise is a must? How often a day? It depends on what you want. It depends. I sometimes don't do anything at all because I know my technique. I more do a cool down. But what I would suggest for everybody who's training at least 5 to 10 minutes a day, having some exercises, using some oils, doing a little massage, and then going into your real work, what you really want to do with the voice. And I recommend a cool down of 5 minutes. But that's something also in a one-on-one what I could really go, especially when it's about you and your personal habitude. So about stage training, bam. I want now everybody who can, not those in the car, please, that have to drive, but everybody who can you please do me one favor and open your arms? Like this. I see you. Open your arms. Breathe. And imagine for just 1 second, imagine a light that goes out of the solar plexus, boom, right into the camera. Close your eyes and breathe. Imagine that light emerging from your solar plexus. Let your shoulders melt down and feel like you would radiate your personal bliss into the world. Expanding from the chest, expanding from the core of your being. Enjoy. Expand. Take up full space. Take up the magnitude of your being. Step into your greatness. This very moment. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Slowly come back, loosen up your hands, shake it out. How did that make you feel? Write it in the chat. How you feeling right now? Relaxed. Expansion. It's amazing how different, right? King of the world. Woo! Love it. Queen of the world, huh? Feels good. For sure. So this part, just please keep on writing. This part of the body is the key to your radiance. Opening up. So it can relax you because you open up and you breathe properly, maybe the first time in this day. But the same way you expand, you start to take up your full radiance. And this is like where the magic happens. So I would not suggest you being like this on stage or in any way. Like, don't do this. This is, can you hear my voice? This is compressurizing your voice. Don't do it. So have a very loose head. Very easy. Like those things you can see in the cars. Very loose here, but slightly down. As if you had a wonderful hat. Shoulders down, but lifting that part. And I don't mean like overlifting, but I mean a slight lift. I don't mean like this. That's also cramping. Like, no, we want this. We want from here, which is like something we do a lot. I want you to be here. Just that. And you have this slight pull up. Lovely relaxation in the shoulders and loose head. And this is the way you radiate, right? This is the way you stand. And this is the way you also reconnect and re-mirror that to your body, that you are opening up to being received. It's a hell friggin' yes to your presence. And that happens through the body. Your body can decide first, right? Not present. Chilled. Present. Capable of receiving and being received. Simple as that. And you can underline this. This is body language. And you feel the effect, right? Opening feels good. Queen of the world. You feel this radiance. So how can you like emphasize this? I use 2 oils. I love those so much. Ginger is the oil of success and self-empowerment. This one combined with bergamot, the oil of self-esteem. I've been using that in the morning. Self-esteem and self-worth. Those two together is a power duo for this area. For the diffuser as well, for sure. You can also rub them into your hands and just breathe. 3 deep breaths, like really entering that message into your cellular system because they are receptive. But also just putting these on the solar plexus and really allowing to open up. You could even put air on the chest and down here. Those two. They are amazing when it comes to radiance, when it comes to personal awareness, when it comes to entering the space, the room. Bam, that's you. And you could even make a roll-on from these. Ginger is also lovely as a tea. 1 drop with warm water, absolutely lovely. You could also have lemon and ginger in your honey, in the self-made honey for your throat. Amazing, amazing. Great properties. So these 2, lovely for breathing. And you know, ginger has that fierce, it has the fire. And you want that as well when you want to exude? No, how do you say? When you want to give out your message. You want the fire. You want being rooted. Ginger is a root. It roots you. And it pushes the fire. It even pushes the Agni, like the digestive fire. So you can even intake it. But bergamot is so much more for the soul. It's like boom. It's like that little fairy dust that enters your soul, your alignment, and that just brings you into your natural radiance and says, fuck yes to yourself. I have to say it. I'm sorry. Not sorry. So these are really good, but please take care bergamot, as all citrus oils, is photosensitive. Don't use that on skin that is exposed to the sun because you might get burnt. Okay? Very important. Bergamot is so strong. Okay, and speaking of being rooted, balance. Balance is lovely as well. That is what I use, especially before I enter stage, before I enter my day, and especially when I'm traveling a lot. When my energy gets scattered, I place balance on the soles of my feet, on the back of my spine to really set up a good alignment. Huh? Rooted from here, elevated from here. Like these two things, they make your presence amazing. So this one is just consistent of grounding oils, yin oils, forest oils, frankincense, osmanthus. It's such a love, like it's walking through a forest. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That is like really calming. Also, when you're like agitated and afraid of using your voice or going, stepping out. And it also is centering a lot. When you are stressed, I mean, your voice tightens up when you're stressed. Your voice is going higher. Do you know those women? Nobody listens to those. Nobody listens. Especially then when you try really hard, don't do it. There's also men that do it. So I'm not sexistic here, but honestly, an agitated voice is a tight voice, is a voice that's not being received. Talking to you from a grounded state with many breaks and the right usage and selection of words will make you listen closely. The magic of sound is when you're grounded. Do you feel that? My resonance has changed. And whenever you feel too excited, too agitated, especially with stage fright, the whole system is so woo. And then we are really like overextending. We are flattering, like bah. That's not the thing we want, right? It's not the thing we want. So grounding is very important when it comes to vocal and emotional stability. And balance can do so much for you. That's what I'm using. It's the first oil I've ever experienced by doTERRA. Found it in a yoga class. Made a big change in my life. Okay, folks, time is fleeting. I want to switch to the last part, which is your message. So we built physically to stage training, which is already a little emotional. And now, boom, we come to the complete radiance part and to the mental part of it, mentally, emotionally aligned. Alignment is one of my favorite words. But it's so lovely because, I mean, it starts with a technique that you can learn. No problem. That you can learn. That is what I've been teaching for years. Your breathing type, you can learn. Your human design type, you can learn. I'm giving energetic vocal coaching sessions. I take 90 minutes with a person and I sit there and I just give a complete overview over what is your vocal properties, what is your throat center in human design, what channels are activated, what breathing type do you own, all that stuff. Learnable. No big magic. Learnable. But what is more decent and maybe a little more tricky is that thing, saying yes to yourself and radiating. And I've said one thing in Mumbai on stage that I want to repeat. I had this oil given out to the whole audience, and everybody took a drop, breathing, putting it on the heart. And then we sang together. That was so lovely for minutes. And this is the oil peppermint. Peppermint is a natural heart opener. Because when you open your heart, you activate the greatest channel of all. Because what comes from here must first come from here. To be truly authentic and magnetic. If your voice is not connected to your true heart, to your authenticity, it's whack. You're not going to reach as many as you wish. You're not going to really make a true connection. Most of the time, a lot of people speak and sing from here. Do I get the lyrics right? Is the content of my information the right one? Am I being smart? Am I not speaking nonsense? Am I using the right vocal technique? How do I hit the high notes? How do I hit the low notes? This is all coming from here, people. This is the most trained part of your being. The brains. The brains and the mind. That is what we use all the time. And also, I tell you, in human design, this is the last thing we are asking. We check all the other centers first. And so if we drop down from this area, so it really helps sometimes going blindfolded to drop down in your heart makes a huge difference. And I want to give you one little exercise. If you have peppermint oil, you can use it right now on the heart. It's very refreshing. Such a good oil. If you have it here, you could even drop down in the heart. You can just make a small exercise here. Just put your hands on the sides of your head and you go just a simple and now you look at me and you feel like, okay, this is my voice. Okay, this is my voice. Okay, everybody using their voice. Do I sound nice? I don't know. Okay. And now from this, getting to know your voice, I want you to put the hands on your heart and close the eyes and go, like literally go deeper into your heart and do it again. Out of your heart. Uh, uh, do it even one more time, just for yourself. And then stop it and tell me the difference. Tell me the difference in the chat. Did you notice a difference? Raji said, many of us cried and went back relaxed. Yeah, that was so lovely in Mumbai. I remember that. That masterclass was amazing. Anyone noticed the difference? Just write it in the chat. So peppermint, yes, it helps breathing. It is lovely. It's really refreshing. You could even put a drop on the ceiling of your mouth, the roof of your mouth. So refreshing. It's good for the stomach as well. It helps with all issues regarding the head, the neck, loosens up the muscles as well. Amazing when it's hot out there, like cooling properties. But I love that it is the oil of the buoyant heart. So it is like really opening and it makes you open up your heart to create a soulful connection to your audience, which could be your clients, which could be the audience on stage, which could be a good friend of yours, which could be your boss, your colleagues, your team, anyone. Are you speaking? Are you singing from here or from somewhere else? Sound is longer, deeper from the heart. Absolutely. Absolutely, Ilona. Deeper voice, more grounded. Yeah, My heart is with energy. Yeah, 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 absolutely. Vibration made me feel confident about the sounds coming from my voice. Voice from chest. It's different. Like it has so much more light and it does not have that much of groundedness. But when we drop into the heart, the quality changes in the blink of an eye. You can even train that. You can even do a small routine in the morning and just from the heart. Or whatever you want to sing. Just let it come from here. It's beautiful. So nice. Effortless. Exactly. It's different. You don't think about it too much. You just go for it. Okay. So to sum it up, we also have Supermint. Supermint is a wonderful oil because it is a mixture of different mint oils. So we have actually peppermint for an open heart. I love this oil a lot. We have spearmint for articulation. So if you struggle to find purity and clarity in your expression, this is a nice oil. Like supermint with spearmint. Japanese mint is inside, and there's also bergamot mint. So this one is beautiful because it contains many mint sorts, like many different mint oils. And it really, this is more for the heart, this is more for clarity, but also for the heart. It's different. And you can even see the color. I think they match so, so well. What I do, I really literally, I love that breathing it. I have a diffuser next to my bedroom and I have been addicted to supermint. I had this in my diffuser almost like every night during the night, and I was really like craving this clarity. And sometimes you get really, really affected and drawn to a certain oil because your body or your physique, your mental state or your emotions need a certain frequency. These oils are all frequency, and you choose, like a painter, you choose the color of the day. I choose many colors, but maybe you have a favorite one for a while. So the oils that you hate the most and the oils that you love the most are both those that do something for you. It's all good. Yeah, Seema, no problem. If you need something, I will now tell you how to get in touch with me, but don't worry. You reach out for me. One last oil I want to introduce you to because it brings me into my real message and into my purpose in whatever I'm doing. And this obviously is frankincense. Frankincense is one of the most precious oils in the world. This is like the great healer, I would say, but it's the oil of truth. It's been used in many different healing properties, and I'm not going deep into that because that is like huge, huge. I use it on my skin as well because it really, really helps recovering. But frankincense is really boosting your spiritual connection. I use it on the third eye. I use it on the top of my head. I use one drop under the tongue. I use this for meditation, but I also use it when I really want to drop into a higher perspective. Whenever I go on stage, whenever I speak, whenever I sing, whenever I want to be at that higher message. And that means stepping out of the ego. Because, I can go on stage and say, hey, look at me. I'm so great. I'm so great. Please, applause. But this one actually makes you become humble because you serve as a channel and that is not you. So it's not about you anymore. It's about you becoming a sacred channel. It's about you becoming a vessel for the divine that wants to come through you. Whenever you speak, whenever you bring something into the world, it doesn't even have to be a song. It can just be your pure presence, the advice you're giving, the information you're giving, the frequency you're giving. Doesn't even need to be the right words when the frequency is right. The voice you're giving, the sound you're giving, the songs you're singing, whatever. Allow your body to be a sacred vessel for divine connection. That is why you came to this earth, right? You didn't come here to just, have a bunch of fun. I mean, that's great. You can do that. Please do that. But also, how can you serve humanity? And I really mean that literally. Like, that is like huge now, but it can be in a very small context. Maybe you serve humanity by being nice to your children. Maybe you serve humanity whilst you are like, when there's a feeling in the room and you're the only one that stands up and says something. Maybe you also are on stages and you really give something to people. It doesn't matter. So this is such an important thing, being aware of your message, right? That is what I use frankincense for, because it really elevates my frequency into a higher one with whatever I'm doing. Okay, folks. We've come, first of all, to a summary of things. And I truly, I want to present you something, and I still got it on my phone, so I gotta get it on my computer. So first of all, what I want you to know, all of you who are not in touch with the oils, please either stay in the chat, stay here, or message me or write me a DM, because I do free consults when it comes to the oils. And I had so many consults the last days and weeks. Please feel free to contact me, because what I have also done, and that is what I want to show you. Just have to see if it's yeah, this is the right one. I have already developed 2 vocal kits that are specially made for the voice. And I'm going to show them to you now. So these are really amazing. There are different starter kits when it comes to the oils, if that is of your interest. So I will show you now what I have developed so you can see it, because these are just amazing. Let me show them. I'll just share the screen for a second. So this is that one. Can you see that? That is part of what I gave out in Mumbai. This is my flyer. And it has the Vocal Bliss kit and it has the Vocal Mastery kit. And most of the oils that I spoke of are included in that one. So there's also a flyer. I mean, this is the German one, but I have it in English as well. I can also send it to you if you're interested, especially when you want to really start with oils, because they, in combination with the right practice, can do so much. So if you want to know more about that, please stay in the chat, contact me, whatever. I am here and I take time with you. And this is maybe the most precious thing I can give you. Not the oils, because, you might receive them through me, but my time. Because honestly, I've been to Mumbai. In 3 weeks, I'm going to be in Egypt. In March, I'm going to go to Egypt again. And in April and May, I will be in Costa Rica. So my time is short. But what I do, I sit with people and I really look at their personal problems, issues, wishes, desires regarding the voice, regarding the health, because these oils are like total health bringers. And we can also find a kit that suits you. But these vocal kits I designed especially for people who really want to put an emphasis on vocal health, clarity, mental clarity, alignment, and self-esteem. So this is a personal guidance that I will give to you as well. And I love to do that because that's what I'm doing all the time. And you also get one other free consult when you have the oils, when they have arrived. So please don't go out there and just buy oils, because you will not be connected to my teachings. Feel free to contact me. I will also write my email in the chat. So you got it. Boom, there it is. You can easily contact me, isajohanna@aol.com. or you can get me at Instagram if you didn't already, at Johanna Maria Isa, and just write me a DM and I'll be coming up to you. I don't have no virtual assist. This is all me. Still, not yet anybody. Still, it's just me. So that is that. And of course, what I'm also doing, I give energetic vocal readings. This is a very special session where we just look at all the properties regarding your breathing type, regarding your human design, and also whenever the voice feels blocked in a physical or energetical way, we gonna make sure that things are opening up for you and you reconnect. Because a lot of you have just shown me different questions regarding their personal way with the voice. And I'm here to just loosen up. That's what I do. Vocals, oils. So you know how to reach me. Lovelies. So now I would love to actually shut down the recording, but I will be here for all of your questions regarding like when it's not too complicated. I would rather go in a one-on-one with you, but please, this is the time for you to open up, to speak, to let your voices be heard, or to let the chat explode. I will be here for you and I will stop the recording. So thank you for everybody who was looking at this and listening to this in delayed, just the recording. You know how to reach me. Instagram, my email address, isajohanna@aol.com. It's my old one. So yeah, I also have a newsletter and stuff. You can also get that on my homepage and blah, blah, blah. Just contact me if you see this later on, and I'm gonna stop it here. Thank you for watching. So lovely that you have been here. All right.